Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the Joytoy's Battle for the Stars 1/18 scale 37th Legion Hermione action figure. But before we get started, we're going to go ahead and answer one of our subscribers' questions. This question comes from Rockdown Productions, and he does some very cool figure photography and has some pretty awesome heavy metal, hard rock music in his videos. And he produces videos with zombies and predators and much of the third-party figures and a lot of custom work. So I recommend you guys check those out, and I think you'll enjoy them. But his question is, he wants to know on the new Mac Depot here in front of us, on the tippy top, does the railings, these pieces here, fit on the very tippy top roof pieces, and can you make it a balcony? So let's go ahead and take a look and see if it does. So here we are at the very tippy top of the tower. These are actually the two roof pieces. So to answer your first part of your question, your railings, this pig will fit into this hole here if you like that look. And also, this piece will fit as a half piece. No problem. The second part of your question is, if you wanted to turn this into a balcony, all you'd have to do is use one of these bottom pieces like here, put up top here, remove the roof piece, and you can make a small balcony, a half piece here on the back, or you can have two pieces to make a larger, more of a roof then. This would be more of a balcony here on the top, and then all you'd have to do is just put these pillar pieces, one over here to support this piece here, and you have a balcony set. Just so you know, there are going to be some new sets of these that have 3 levels, and it kind of appears the way they have it set up, it's in a balcony setup, and they're going to have a ladder that you can use, stairs that you can use to go to the top level. So hopefully answers your question, Lockdown, and hope you guys enjoyed this quick answering of our subscribers' questions, and that also helps many people out. I do appreciate your questions. Thank you so much. So let's get back to our review. Okay, so getting back to review, we're going to take a look at the box like we always do, because I'm sure there's a lot of package collectors out there that would be interesting to see how this packaging is. One thing about Joytoy, they do like to continue to upgrade their packaging as well as our figures. So in front of the packaging, on the top left, we have the 1/18 scale print. On the right of the packaging on the top, we have the Joytoy logo, and the very small Battle for the Stars just below that. Then in the center, we have 37th Legion and her nameplate of Hermione. I'm guessing that the engineers or the production team really like Harry Potter, because I believe that's a name from a Harry Potter character, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have the artwork on the left. It looks really, really good. I love the artwork Joytoy produces on these boxes. So good job to the artist. Give you guys a shout out. I really enjoy those photographs or artwork that you have on your packaging. Top of the box has just Joytoy. The bottom of the box has a Battle for the Stars. The side of the box has the logo for the 37th Legion, and the other side is the same. For the back, we have 37th Legion at the top, Joytoy Battle for the Stars. We have product parameters here. Please feel free to pause and read this on your own time, and if that has any interest to you. Here's contact information for the Joytoy. Here is some some very good life advice. These are recommended for ages 17 and up, so these are marketed more for your adult collectors. We have the choking hazard for small parts not for children under the age of 3, a UPC, and we have the symbols for choking hazards also. So be mindful if you're going to buy these for anybody under 17 is kind of extreme, but that's what they're going with. It's more or less if you give them to a young child, they're going to break them. These ain't your everyday thick Hasbro plastic. These are more of a niche kind of figure. So let's go ahead and get her outside the box here. I went and cut the package and took a look because I did a pre-examination of my joints, which I recommend everybody does. But you don't have to do anything I say. I'm just here to try to provide you great content and a way to protect your purchases. So here we have the product insert. We have the Battle for the Stars logo. Looks really cool. 37th Legion Hermione right there. If we expand the product insert, we have a photo of her gear all laid out in front of her, photo of her geared up, and a label, a list of accessories she comes with. On the back, we have precautions, so I recommend you guys read that if you are a new Joytoy collector. I do have some videos out there for handling your Joytoy figures, so you want to check that out if you're a new collector to the brand. Here is a diagram that shows you how to disassemble your figure after you heat it. Okay, so let's take a look at the inside of the clamshell. I have this white clear piece on top. It's kind of just flopping around. It's really not even held by friction or tape or nothing. I've noticed inside my packaging, my gun is just flopping around by her legs because it does not fit in this. It's too long. So hopefully it helps. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Okay, here she is outside from the packaging. I think she looks really, really cool. Kind of gives me an idea of like more of a covert type character, not a military figure, or like a contractor maybe. Looks really good. Her body, her upper body, her arms, her legs are done in a all gray plastic. She has black shoes. She has some gray knee pads, some black thigh pad, one thigh pad there with her gun holster, some gray armor on the sides, black armor on her chest, and a red scarf. Let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at that head sculpt. I myself, I do enjoy the new style, the new way they're doing the head sculpts. They are now very rarely doing a rehash of the same head over and over, which is fantastic. I know there's a lot of people like the helmets look because it gives them more of a military, but I think the latest version of some of these head sculpts have been fantastic. Minus, a couple face things I've seen on one or two figures, and that gold hair. Please, Joytoy, no more gold hair. But speaking of hair, this hair looks fantastic. I do very much like how this is done. Nice sculpt braided ponytail there. Some crazy style going there on the side of her head. Over to one side. I do think they spent a lot of time sculpting this hair. Looks great. Face looks fantastic. Eyes look good. Brown eyebrows. Pink on the lips. Nice nose sculpt. Looks decent. Scarf looks great. So taking a close look at her shoulder pads or upper arm pads, we have the gray, the black, and we have number 37th from her 37th Legion team. I believe this is the only 37th Legion character we have so far. Her vest is highly detailed. Looks like she has a nice sleeve on her stomach there. She has a nice belt, black, some blue on the side. Like a blue grenade, a tactical grenade. Can't talk today. And it has a larger pouch on her back. She has a working carabiner on this side, which is fantastic. There's actually a function. You can hang gear on there or weapons, whatever you see fit. Looks really, really great. Let's go ahead and take a 360 look at the character before we take a look at the articulation. This is a really cool figure. Okay, so for the articulation for her head, see that her hair comes all the way down to her upper breast. She's going to have it, and it runs into the scarf, so it's there. You can get a 360, but you got stuff hindering it. Remove the scarf, you can get it, no problem. You have to maneuver the ponytail around the shoulders, but it is on a ball joint. A little bit down, nothing up, just back to standard. Nothing to this side because of the hair, and a tad to that side. Now, I want to point out about the shoulders. The shoulders are the breaking points for the female figures. Please keep that in mind. Please take extra care heating your shoulders, your ball joint shoulders, when you get them out of the packaging. Know your range of the flexibility of the figure, or you put too much force on them, you are going to snap them. There's no way around it. And unfortunately, lately we have not been getting any replacement parts. I really wish they either start throwing a couple shoulder point joints in the packaging with the female, or start selling, for a few bucks, some packages of joints for female and male. I'd definitely buy some of those to have for. I don't plan on ever selling my Joytoy collection, so it may break at any time in the future. And life happens. But, so with the shoulder pads up, you can see here, shoulder pad does hit the hair, the actual armor, and that's pretty much going to limit it. For up, they do rotate 360 all the way around on both arms. No problem. I've took the time and put the time in to protect my investment. Now, pulling down the shoulder pads, you can get it higher, but you just look at this joint. See how you see the joint seated in there, then you have the outside of the actual arm. You get to there, you should really get some heavy friction. So if you're trying to manhandle these things and push up and force that plastic into the body of the figure, you're going to break your joint. And then definitely as you bring them out, you fan them out like this. If you're doing this, turn her around. It's the same principle. That's it. You should not go beyond that degree, because this piece hits her back, and now you're putting excess force that the figure cannot withstand. So I just want to point that out to you guys, so be very careful. The reason I like to bring this stuff out is because I strongly think that Hasbro is killing the 1/18 scale. We only have left, we very rarely get a vintage figure anymore on the store shelves. They're not doing it. We just did Hasbro Pulse. There's no G.I. Joe. There's no new movie, Snake Eyes movies coming out, but there's no 1/18 scale figure line for the movie, which is just ridiculous. So, if you guys are a huge fan of the 1/18 scale, we have to protect, even though we do pay premium prices for these figures. Is it perfect? No, but we have to protect the scale that you love to collect. Now we're talking, Joytoy, Acid Rain, Boss Fight Studios. We're talking even Jazzwares are doing fantastic work for a great price. $10 for this figure. So his Halo figures are amazing. But well, I keep supporting the brand. I am not getting any money. I am just a collector that enjoy 1/18 scale over all other scales. And I just think they're trying to retrain the market to eliminate the 1/18 scale, because they make more money off the 1/12 scale, which is their 6-inch figures. So with that, I digress, and we move forward. I'm going to push these pads back up. Just be aware of her shoulders, because I've had a break myself. Elbows, 360 here at the elbow, all the way around. They do bend. Same thing we're used to seeing. Very nicely. Get this just a shot more than 90 degrees on both arms. Looks really, really good. And I can't hold on to her. She has chest articulation underneath her vest, but we can't see it because her vest is on. But it's there. She has a ab crunch, back, side to side, and also 360 if you want it. Her legs here do come up until they hit the crotch piece. I really think they need to revisit the female bodies like they did the male bodies, because the new male bodies sit pretty nicely, if not hindered by the loadout. But I think they need to cut up just a little bit more. Let's get a little more raise on those crotch pieces. when I did get my figure, it needed to be heated. My legs would not move at all. So I heated it. It worked perfectly. No sweat. Look, I can use them. There she is doing a split until she hits her crotch piece. It's pretty good out that way. I am not forcing the figure at all, and that's what we need to learn how to do. Learn your dexterity, and you don't have to worry about breaking anything. Here we have thigh swivel, here and here, 360. She has double jointed knees, more than you're ever going to need there. It looks fantastic. Now let's get down to her lower feet. They do pivot down. They go back up and just a little bit up due to the pan sculpt. And then we have the toe up articulation. It's really, really good. And of course, you can see the joints on the bottom of her feet. And we see the 2 peg holes for her stand or display case that you want to put her in. I still highly recommend those things. I really wish these stands that come with would fit inside there, because they are beautiful stands in my opinion. So let's go ahead and take a look at that said stand, and here it is. And this continues to impress me on how well these things are sculpted and painted. This is more of an industrial setting. We have 2 pegs, one here, a red wire running from this kind of device down the side and then to here. Looks fantastic. But the nice cases you can buy, or came with some of the figures, are square, and these are round, and they are a larger diameter than the cases themselves. This is really, really fantastic. Never seen anything like this. Super high quality, heavy duty stand. Very, very cool. Okay, let's take a look at her helmet. Here's her helmet. That looks really cool also. I love how it matches her outfit. It's not an offset color. She has the black eyes. We have the black respirator on the front. We have some black on the side here. Let's see, I want to just focus on this. It's really cool. Awesome. And it does not fit, unfortunately, over her head sculpt because of her hair. So you have to swap it out with one of the blank heads, unfortunately. So let's take a look at some more of her accessories. Here's her weapon. We have a type of an AK-47, 74. I don't know what they're going for, but she does have a brown stock. It's done in a black plastic. She has a front grip. It looks like she has a scope maybe, and some tack light and some other gear on the front. Looks really well designed. Both sides mirror each other, so it's not much on either side. Looks really cool. Looks fantastic. So I just kind of remember when I was going to show you what her gun looks like in her hand, I forgot to tell you about the wrist. For the articulation, they do rotate 360 all the way around. This hand goes up and down, like so. And this one has an in and out like this. And they rotate 360 also. No problem. Alright, let's see how well she holds that AK. As you can see, it fell off. She can hold the weapon with both hands. I am not forcing. You guys remember, don't put the pressure on the shoulders, even when you're putting your weapons in her hands. She can definitely shoulder this weapon. I'm being very cautious because I don't want to break my joints. I hope you guys understand. But with the articulation in the joints, the arms, and the wrist, you can get her to shoulder that weapon very nicely. Looks fantastic. Okay, let's see what else she has. Here she has more of a tactical shotgun, made for breaching, but it looks really cool. Just done in black plastic. I don't know why there's a scope on a shotgun, but okay. That seems to be they like to do. We have some red shells on this side. Looks fantastic. Let's see how well she holds it. Here she is. You can see she can shoulder the shotgun, and if you played with it, you can get her to hold her with both hands if you desire that pose. Looks really good. Nice set of weapons for her. They're kind of this is small type, which fit her smaller frame. It also makes more sense. Alright, let's take a look and see what else she has. Here she comes with a very small blade, a knife, black handle, silver blade, and the edge of the blade is painted like black. It looks really, really good. And she does have a knife sleuth on her chest, which is right here. The plastic is very soft for the knives, so you gotta get behind the pommel there and push in. Definitely very flexible. But that's how that looks, if you can see that. Looks really, really cool. And of course, let's see how she holds it. Okay, here she is. She holds the knife really nice. Looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a look at her pistol. Here she is. She has a small pistol, black. May have a scope on it. Has a tip on it. Looks really good. I like how the handle sculpted. Looks really good. See how well she holds it and see how well it fits in her holster. And there she is. She holds it really, really nice. Looks fantastic. I don't know, she kind of like a cop SWAT team feel to me for some reason. What do you guys think? Looks good. Let's check out that holster and see how well it fits. I'm not sure what they're going for with these holsters anymore. For me, it sometimes looks like it's backwards, but it fits in there. Fits in that way. It's not very secure. Falls out. So, if you wanted to give it a different look, it does fit reversed. So, next piece she has is a backpack. These are fantastic. I really wish they would maybe modify them. They can open without, stretching the plastic, and maybe put a hinge on it or something on top. These actually have the straps to go over her arms, and no peg, so that's really nice. These are stiff. We have a nice peg hold here for like one of her weapons. You maybe can. If they were to put these things, if you can see that or not, turn them around this way to where you could plug in the handle instead of it being this way. Those are just glued on. You could actually swap them around if you wanted to. You could utilize the front grip there, put it in, and then it'd be hanging on the side of a backpack. Other than that, then you have to use something else, like maybe the barrel, or it's going to kind of hang kind of low. But if they turn it sideways, it'd work better. It's all gray. Straps are black. So for these, I recommend you guys heat these up, because what's going to happen, you're going to put the stress wear on the shoulder joints. So be very careful. The best way to put these is to bring her arms back and like so. And I'm not going to put it on because it's going to take some time, and we're running out of time anyway. So, they just go through the back like that. But you got to bend it, get her arms in a certain position, and of course, you're putting the stress on the shoulders. Heat these straps up, make them softer if you want to put that on. These are awesome. I'm glad they come with them. Just kind of like, I can see a lot of breakage just because it's a backpack. You can definitely see that happening with a lot of newer collectors. So be careful. She has some more pieces. It's more or less body pieces. I'll go through them relatively quick. She has forearms, which are sleeves rolled up. She does have the watch bands or the bracelets on her wrist. She has her skin tone with the rolled up sleeves. Looks really good. So that's an option for you. She comes with an extra set of hands for gripping. One is an up and down, and one is a in and out. So that's really good. Then lastly, her accessory is the blank head. You need to swap the current head that she has on her figure with this blank head to put her helmet on. So let me go ahead and do that for you so you can see what that looks like. And here she is with her head, her helmet. Looks really great. I think I've said it before. I really wish they would just, instead of having these blank heads, just have like a buckle over a mask. And definitely you could use the head then if you just wanted to do that, you know. So you can even have a different character, or even possibly army build them, because they're just more of a trooper then. See if we can get her to whole body image of her with her helmet on. The overall aesthetics, this figure looks great, and the helmet really runs into the rest of her design and coloring of her outfit and gear. Looks great. Okay, for some comparisons, here she is with her counterpart, I guess. I mean, she's from a different Legion. Stina is from the 4th Legion. Hermione's from the 37th. But they were released at the same time. So that's what they look like together. Very good. You can see that they are using the same female buck for the bodies, adding different gear and heads. So they really hide that reissue of parts very well. They're very good at it. Here is Jessie from Master Rain for a comparison. Here we have Celine, if you guys want to see some more female characters. Looks fantastic. I highly recommend these for price. I think I got them for like, let's say $25. I got mine. I kind of waited, and it's kind of why these reviews kind of a little late from other people, but I tried to save on shipping because I got mine from China. So I want to put all the stuff I wanted from my collection in one shipment. They were offering free shipping, and since I had to wait just a little bit longer, I think I saved like $37. I think the shipping was going to be, because this box was heavy. I got the new play sets and some of the new Joytoy set figure sets, and I got, the shipping was free. I didn't pay anything. Just pay for the figures. So that's why I'm a little late, but you gotta save a buck, especially in these crazy times that we're in now. So they look fantastic. Recommend them. In the States here, you're probably going to pay more. Obviously, you're going to probably pay around $30, $32. I think I've seen them from pre-orders that are still waiting, obviously. And Amazon, I think, was the most expensive one I've seen. But it's still coming from China anyway, so you might as well just go with the China retailer if you know. So that's my best advice for you. Look around on prices. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching these videos. Please take care of your figures. Be careful. Especially the female ones. They're getting pretty good with the male ones. So we need to get these female shoulders up to par, and then maybe the crotches with the male figures, so we can have some really good premium figures. I mean, even that Jessie isn't perfect. That Gappy just used it for the Rain. We have the shoulder issues with the Joytoy, but nothing's perfect. But no one's doing this stuff here, Hasbro, no big box companies. Hasbro's done pretty good with their figures, in my opinion, but they're still on a detail level. For the $10, buy them. They're amazing for the price. Which, if you guys want to see why I mentioned it, here's Master Chief. $10. So, super articulated. Fantastic. Please like and share and subscribe to the video. Like I was saying, have fun. Enjoy your figures. Happy collecting. And we will see you in our next review.